What's going on, everybody? It's your boy named Matthews back again with another video. And today's video is specifically for the beginners. A lot of people ask me about tips and tricks and all that type of stuff for my beard, and I'm going to take it back to when I first started this beard channel. One of the very first videos that I uploaded on this channel was using a tool that I'm going to show you guys today. That tool advanced into becoming this right here, which was a straight edge razor. Some may say it's straight edge Razorette, since it does have a disposable blade on it, as you guys can see right here. This is actually the tool that I use to line up my beard currently. Let's go ahead and zoom in if you guys are not familiar with this. This is the Parker SR1 straight edge Razorette, razor blade, whatever you want to call it. It has a handle right here, so if I lift the handle, I can actually take the blade out and dispose of it when it's no longer sharp. This is what I advanced to. What I actually started with, though, was this right here. So this is what I actually started with. Let me go ahead and take the cap off. So this right here is what's labeled as a bikini trimmer. Most likely a lot of people use it as an eyebrow trimmer for the ladies. This is what I started with. You know, I was digging in my mom's stash. This is what I seen that she had in the cabinet, and this is what I actually started lining my beard up with. So a benefit to this is going to be a lot more control. And put them side by side. As you can see how much smaller the blade is on the one on the top in the blue. That's a lot smaller place, so it's a lot easier for you to control versus trying to manage, you know, where this whole entire blade is going to end up. You can actually start very small. So this is what I recommend for a lot of the beginners, all beginners actually. If you guys want to start, you know, advancing yourself from just trying to line yourself up with some trimmers right here, which is also what I use. It's actually a part of everything. So you always usually start with trimmers, line it up, form your guideline, then you can advance to the straight edge razor to sharpen it up. Today, just for video purposes, I actually didn't use the trimmers on the front of my beard. I actually did, though, use it on the side, as you guys can see, so that line should be nice and sharp. I actually did use it on the bottom as well, so the line is nice and sharp. Same thing on the side. If you guys are catching the angle, I did it on the side. Normally I would do it on the front as well. Also, by the way, I did do it on my mustache. So as you guys can see as well, I did use it to line the mustache up, so the mustache is also looking nice as well. So up here where you guys can see all these hairs, I left that on purpose just so I can make use of this eyebrow trimmer that I'm getting ready to use to line my beard up. I want to show you guys that very cheap utensils like this can be used as well to get the job done. And again, it's how I started. Matter of fact, I'll show you guys a little clip of one of the very first videos I ever uploaded that had to do with my beard. Check that out. Alright, what's going on, everybody? It's named Matthews. Back with another review, but this time it's going to be a live review. What we're going to do is cut this hair. We're going to cut this beard up. I've usually been straightening these this beard with these trimmers. I mean, it worked. I mean, it did this, but it really was not cutting the job. I mean, I had to do better than... Alright, and now that we're back, what I went ahead and just did off camera was I dropped three drops of this right here into my palm. This is the Shave Secret shaving oil, pre-shave oil. So I'm going to go ahead and just rub that where I'm getting ready to shave. And again, what I would recommend, which I'm not going to do on camera today because I really do want to make use of it and show you guys the real how I'm getting ready to you know, make some nice little cuts with that tiny little razor, is you would again use a trimmer to form your line first before you put the razor blade on it. But again, for video purposes, we're jumping straight to the razor blade. You still want to stretch the skin out. And you guys might even be able to hear the hairs cutting, and you can already see them being cut right here. You can already see them right there on the end of the handle. So let me actually go ahead and get a piece of tissue so I can rinse it off as I'm doing it. Do have somewhere to be, so I'm trying to make this quick as well as informational for you guys. And trust me, watch how crispy this is about to be with just this little tiny little handle right here. Again, I've made numerous videos showing you guys you don't need some you know, super expensive equipment to get the job done. If you know what you're doing, you can do it with anything. It's also not as sharp, so it's actually easier because, you know, if you put too much pressure, it's actually not going to cut you. It's not going to hurt or anything like that. Though it did take me quite a few scrapes in order to get this done. But as you guys can see, the line is coming in. And it's still doing, you know, exactly what this would do. Just, you know, with just a few more added strokes to get the job done. But still crispy. There it is. I think it's looking nice. Let's go ahead and hit the other side up. Do the same thing. Throw in a little bit more water. Get that oil going again. And let's go ahead and do the same thing on this side. One thing I'll say though, with this handle being shorter, if you are kind of, you know, crooked with your lines, there's going to be a lot more angles that you would have to do versus this. If you mess up, you're going to just mess up, you know, a big chunk at one time. But if you do good, you're going to line up a big chunk at one time. Whereas this, you know, you got to be steady a lot more. So, I mean, that is the reason that you would want to advance to something more professional. But again, if you're just a beginner, this video is for you. This is actually what I trained with to get started before I advanced and learned how to do it the way you guys are seeing in my more recent videos. Dropped it on the floor, so I'm gonna go ahead and rinse it under water, wipe it off with a piece of tissue paper here. Let's continue. With it not being as sharp, I do see it struggling a little bit to cut the longer hairs, but still doing it. Still got the job done. I think it's pretty good. Of course, it's not as crispy because the blade is not as sharp, but I think it did a damn good job. Tell me what you guys think. I'm still doing it. I'm actually going to go ahead and get the top of the mustache as well while I'm at it. Throw a little bit more water on there. Barely going to tap anything because there's not too much hair that is on top of my lip that I want to cut away. But still, we're going to see what it can do. And there it is. So I think I did a damn good job, especially with the little tool that I used here. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in so you guys can see the outcome. Go ahead and focus. You guys can see. Line is looking pretty good. Flip it over to the other side. Hopefully you guys can see the angle. Line is going pretty good. And again, keep in mind, I did that with an eyebrow trimmer. A bikini wax trimmer, or bikini trimmer, whatever you guys want to call these. Again, the link for this is going to be on the website, BRDGNG.com, as well as in the description of this video. If you guys are ready for the more advanced stuff, or if you guys have already, you know, been watching my videos and are already trained, go ahead and just go get you the big boy straight edge razor right here. Just go ahead and focus that in. If it will focus. There we go. So yeah, we got one with the tiny little blade, one with the big blade. Both do a very good job. The tiny one, of course, is not as sharp. It's more control. You know, you can give yourself more chances to go over the same spot before the hair is actually cut, just so you can get the use of it. You know, get the hang of things. Then once you're feeling a little bit more advanced, more ready, that's when you can go ahead and go to this. Again, as I mentioned before, though, I would recommend, you know, outside of the video purposes, I wanted to show you guys just raw and uncut that this does do a pretty good job. You can always use some trimmers to go ahead and line it up first, so you can get an idea of where you even want to cut to begin with, to, you know, reduce your chances of messing up. That being said, guys, I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, go ahead and hit a thumbs up. Drop a comment below. Let me know what you guys want to see next. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Any techniques that you guys have started off with, or, you know, techniques you're currently using, regardless if it's about your head, what tools you're using, or about your beard, how you maintain it, how you line it up, and you know, how your beard journey's been going. With that being said, though, guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.